Yenina yati send Nicolas Maduro Moros, a Venezuela for president. Ya arrested no. Why na kwa arrested na Trump? And one ma US Armed Forces directive no. So mo nkonkwache no mo fa no. Na se wo details ni nyina aha na obinya no. Na style ben no mo fa so mo de arrested no. Na crimes ben so na wa committee nti na America for akwakoche no. Na mo so mo che na yere kan ade nti na yere de ye che na kan yere de bone ben na waye. Ya na che na ye no ye si ne din the midnight hammer ne che na style ni din no so wo details ni nyina aha na be stay glued me movie don't swipe na tie ni nyina pacho and then the first time we share sa channel we ya please give us a follow you we so a you YouTube yes so say ko na ko ma yen so subscription no ba ko isro ko subscribe ma yen why na follow ye na fe de yen ko yen say me bebre yen ko into details na President Donald Trump ankasa waba out aba be kasa afa Nicolas Maduro Moros ne china oma suma armed forces for amoma kwache no waba be kasa e de afa ho na me pese wankasa wuti na Trump nankasa enchirechire mu ekwan omo fa so a omo chi no because na wa ame ne ho or the China for pan e de agade no heavily and na wadwojo no ho na wada ba ni nyina echi no Trump say omo use midnight hammer a chino mocheno ni dino sesa style no omu yusu wo World War II na obi ehu bi afei no omu yusu sa style no e no omu de kokwache Maduro Nicolas.
Late last night and early today, at my direction, the United States Armed Forces conducted an extraordinary military operation in the capital of Venezuela. Overwhelming American military power, air, land, and sea, was used to launch a spectacular assault. And it was an assault like people have not seen since World War II. It was a force against a heavily fortified military fortress in the heart of Caracas to bring outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro to justice. This was one of the most stunning, effective, and powerful displays of American military might and competence in American history. And if you think about it, we've done some other good ones like the attack on Soleimani, the attack on al-Baghdadi, and the obliteration and decimation of the Iran nuclear sites just recently in an operation known as Midnight Hammer, all perfectly executed and done. No nation in the world could achieve what America achieved yesterday, or frankly, in just a short period of time. All Venezuelan military capacities were rendered powerless as the men and women of our military, working with U.S. law enforcement, successfully captured Maduro in the dead of night. It was dark. The lights of Caracas were largely turned off due to a certain expertise that we have. It was dark and it was deadly. But captured along with his wife, Celia Flores, both of whom now face American justice. Maduro and Flores have been indicted in the Southern District of New York, it's Jay Clayton, for their campaign of deadly narco-terrorism against the United States and its citizens. I want to thank the men and women of our military who achieved such an extraordinary success overnight with breathtaking speed, power, precision, and competence. You rarely see anything like it. You've seen some raids in this country that didn't go so well. They were an embarrassment. If you look back to Afghanistan, or if you look back to the Jimmy Carter days, they were different days. We're a respected country again, maybe like never before. These highly trained warriors operating in collaboration with U.S. law enforcement caught them in a very ready position. They were waiting for us. They knew we had many ships out in the sea, just sort of waiting. They knew we were coming. So they were in a ready, what's called a ready position. But they were completely overwhelmed and very quickly incapacitated. If you would have seen what I saw last night, you would have been very impressed. I'm not sure that you'll ever get to see it, but it was an incredible thing to see. Not a single American service member was killed, and not a single piece of American equipment was lost. We had many helicopters, many planes, many people involved in that fight. But think of that, not one piece of military equipment was lost, not one service member was, more importantly, killed. The United States military is the strongest and most fearsome military on the planet by far. With capabilities and skills our enemies can scarcely begin to imagine. We have the best equipment anywhere in the world. There's no equipment like what we have.
Okay, intino time I che omo edomu bedru New York. Edomu see a free plane mu. No, and no na ewo screen ni so no. Yeah, the same picture but from two different angles. And I wushe. Yeah, first people and no yeah, Maduro nankasa. And a second also, the wife, Madam Celia Flores, on also eno disono, to muye neja, omo macho boko. And I didn't konwankasa you'll be America for no much nache. Bounty of $15 million near than it is so. So I be more tip off. I'm more who baby or sheno makwa chino no. We are disasicano, ebemao 2020 so 26th of March, and so crano, the same charges, ya de cobono. Nini na offend to no fool no what net and our sana or my barbe chino. Intino, still na no more working to the no office. Yeah.
Night. Happy New Year.
Charges they are charging almost saying Maduro faces drug and weapon charges. Maduro is charged alongside his wife and his son and 3 others. Maduro is indicted on 4 counts: narco-terrorism conspiracy, cocaine importation conspiracy, possession of machine guns and destructive devices, and conspiracy to possess machine guns and destructive devices. See, Maduro no. The indictment, it accuses him of partnering with some of the most violent and prolific drug traffickers and narco-terrorists in the world to allow for the shipment of thousands of tons of cocaine into the U.S. authority, alleged powerful and violent drug trafficking organizations such as the Sinora cartel and Trendy Agua gang work directly with the Venezuelan government and then send profit to high-ranking officials who helped and protected them in exchange. Into big cartels now, omo yinimo wiase no, omo partner with Venezuela government no. So the beya omo benya kwan movie cocaine no anyhow, and now government no protect omo. In return, what I say, Maduro allowed cocaine-fueled corruption to flourish for his own benefit, for the benefit of members of his ruling regime, and for the benefit of his family members. The indictment alleges on the cocaine no, the omo ya ne say oni nebusuafo ene omo ono mubu oman no ene omunya honfaso. US government authorities no san allege say Maduro and the family omo provided law enforcement cover and logistical support to cartel moving drugs throughout the region, resulting in as much of 25 tons of cocaine trafficked through Venezuela annually by 2020, according to the indictment. Drugs were moved on go-fast vessels, fishing boats, and container ships, or on planes from clandestine airstrips, the indictment says. In just one of the oya say, or share a matter say, baby biara de befabiano, or share ma cocaine, a movie fast. Said the beya on one casancasano, or benyan and faso, into no yes idea we say na. And the Iranian so dear, yes, he accused of kidnapping. And I feel so yes, what bribe be, 2007. You see 2007 no, or arrange meeting be between large scale drug trafficker be any between South Africa no any the director of Venezuela's National Anti-Drug Office or called arranging meeting between the two of them. And as our meeting the deal was that every month no large scale drug trafficker no obetua be $100,000 at the amount office of the anti-drug no director no obetua $100,000 no at the amount na every month $100,000 no emu not the first lady of Venezuela Madam Celia Flores not just wakoje ne cat into ono so ne de no say kidnapping and is the ojeje bribe into ono so ne de ayede abono no sisi ade se de mo ni ye de omu mienu nyina akwakodu New York e de omu akoma Drug Enforcement Administration obi nim time omo be appear before court na yakwakodi omu asem na sisi anso de President Donald Trump or say nanka omo suggest say anka maame a oye opposition no anka ono emra nanka oma mewuli oman because see oma chi president no bi enu o hwe oman so and so Donald Trump si dabi ono ankasa behwe na wabu oman no ameni pe wo mu nyina omo wato mpacho why video na to this level please give me a follow and also a subscribe and I think you have a comment. Please keep your comments coming, no insult.